Are you watching Love Island?
I'm not island person. I love Bravo though, so I know Ariana Madix is the host, and that Paige DeSorbo did a couple episodes. That's the extent that I know of Love Island.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had posted about it or not, so I had to ask.
No, I'm pretty solidly like Bravo.
Oh
That's where
yeah, what
my
like and those are all the like the housewives of, right?
yep.
Yeah, Katrine has been checking out a few of those. Which ones are the best?
I would say Salt Lake City, really seasons are really that's a whole culture thing, and then I would say Miami's really good this season. So I would have her start.
But yeah, she's pumped for the Rhode Island one.
I am too. I'm really interested to that for that one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, firstly, how are you? And this is a recording, but I'll edit it out and I can do all the things. So no
Okay.
stress or anything.
That's fine. I'm good. How are you?
Uh, Good. Just busy.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and just trying to do. I like the family stuff and dad stuff, and then work, and then this. It takes up a lot of time, but it's kind of all I want to do. So
Right.
it's it works itself out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then just yeah, but still can find time to just hang out with people enough and like just do like some social things too and have like my own time because I stay up like really late, not as often, but I still do sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's just kind of just like my me time.
Yep. Yeah, that's important, especially when you have a kid.
Hmm. But yeah, but things are good, and this has been fun too.
Oh, good. Yeah, the episodes I've seen have been pretty fun to watch.
Thank you, and it's something I've wanted to do for probably like 10 years. I knew I wanted to do like some sort of marketing stuff, and then I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have a show, but just never thought that it would be this easy to do one with like the apps and with AI to write out like plans and stuff. It just
Yeah,
changed the game.
that's awesome.
And then yeah, and then I feel like you've been doing a lot of stuff with like the hummingbirds and just like some other just cool stuff around town.
Yeah, yeah, I do a lot. Yeah, I do hummingbirds, and then I'm on a few boards, so that keeps me really busy with like doing stuff. Yeah.
Nice. What are the hummingbirds? I know, or I think I have the idea, but like, what is it?
So hummingbirds is basically like micro influencing. So taking influencing, but at a local level. It started in Des Moines. They were the first hummingbirds, and their headquarters, I believe, are still Des Moines. And then it was the ICR, so the corridor, I think, was second. And from there, they've just expanded to across the country. So, like Austin has a hummingbirds. I think San Antonio, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Minneapolis. Like it's literally like all over the country now, and it's just a bunch of micro influencing. And there's a platform within hummingbirds too called the Charm, where we can collaborate with other hummingbirds from across the country and get like input or feedback, or if we have questions. So it's really cool. It's a really cool community.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, and it just makes sense to just if you like to go out and just try new businesses and just check stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good for businesses to kind of promote their stuff, and it's targeted to certain areas. Like here I've done stuff for like Bruce Moore. I've done stuff like the Hy-Vee's had stuff. My most recent one was with the Mana Furniture Shop. So it can be really catered towards local, or it can be like national campaigns. Like I think Olipop I think has been big, and buying it like at Target or buying it at like certain stores
Oh
as
yeah,
yeah.
dude, that's tight. And do you have a list of businesses to go to, or is it just like a free for all type thing?
So every week is we get an email. It's usually like Tuesday nights, and they kind of are like, here are the campaigns, and then you can like express your interest. Sometimes there's questions like, what would you like? One was for Iowa tourism, and it was like, the point was to show that Iowa isn't just farmland. And it was like, what would you showcase in your reel? Or sometimes it's like, well, why would you be a good fit? Or like, why did you choose this campaign? And then the businesses choose you for those campaigns. So it's not like guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then they have access, like, you have to have like a public profile, like they can see it. And then they have the rights to whatever you create, like the trashy campaign that I made to like help with like reducing like clothes waste and stuff. Like they could use that video for their own marketing campaign if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, because I saw that you were doing that, and it seemed like just like a micro influencer type thing. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Respect.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, yeah, and then we obviously you get something in return, whether it's like for the trashy, it's like that was free. I didn't have to pay for the bag. Or the Amanda Furniture Shop, I got $100 to like spend there, or other things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's like legit too. Like that's even better than I thought.
Yeah. So it's not like you can like make a living off of this, but it's fun because it gets you to branch out for like different companies. And then like for me, I like it because it showcases a lot of the local things that are around here that people might not know or forget. Like Amana's is fun, but like there are other things in Amana's besides like Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I feel like it's got to be fun too, because you're just creating your own content as well.
Yep. Usually it's just gotta be authentic to you.
Yeah, so you're doing that and just building your own like type of brand too, because now I was thinking like, oh, Cody likes to do like local marketing and stuff. And you like to be on a camera?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Hmm.
So it just depends. Like if I've done like news stuff for jobs and things, and that's usually not my favorite just because it's like so quick and you have like a limited amount of time. And then sometimes it's live, so that makes it harder. So, but this stuff isn't, I don't mind this stuff at all.
Nice. That's what's up. And thank you, because I feel like 75% of people I ask would be like, "Ah, I hate being on camera, but like everybody hates it."
Yeah,
And
they're like, oh, I hate being on camera, but then they like take selfies and all that stuff. And it's like, what's the difference?
yeah, and it's like you'll be fine. Like I can edit everything out else, and I shouldn't be doing this, but I do, so it works.
Yeah, for sure.
Then yeah, that's also why I just framed the whole thing. I'm like, well, this whole thing is just a speech practice. Just this
Yeah.
whole, it's just one big commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just like chill. So it just takes the pressure off of anything, and realizing that so many people like want to do stuff, but they're scared, makes me just feel like, well, I'll just do stuff.
Yeah. You know, like take the plunge. It's not as scary once you like start doing it. Like with how
Hmm.
I was like really interested in trying it out. And then I was like, well, I don't know if it like what if something like this or that. And then I finally just did it. And I think I started off mostly with like they have community campaigns, which aren't like you really don't really get anything. You get entered in for a drawing, but you're like competing with so many other hummingbirds, but it's usually
Oh
like a
yeah.
day kind of thing. So like they had a national donut day, and it was like, where would you get your donuts? Or like they had one that was for like the solstice, or it's just like little campaigns that are fun to do. You're not really guaranteed anything, but it just showcases and kind of helps keep your brand going.
Yeah, that's tight. And what boards are you on? I did not know that that was a thing that you did.
Oh yeah. Most recently because it's about to start. I'm on the Cedar Rapids Freedom Festival board. So the Freedom Festival puts on like the fireworks. They do a lot of other events that lead up to the 4th of July in Cedar Rapids and surrounding areas. So Like this year, it starts on Thursday, and so they do dock dogs, which is like the dogs that jump off of the platform and into the pool, and they
Oh
swim.
yeah.
And then we're doing a drone show Thursday night, which is really exciting. It's like one of the first drone shows in this area. And then Saturday is a big day. We have like our cardboard boat regatta, which is like the boats that are made out of cardboard, and they have to like go in the Cedar River and like race each other. And there's the parade is Saturday, and then it's just like our celebration of freedom. And then there's like other events that lead up to it, and then July 4th is like the big day. We
Oh
have a car
yeah.
show. There's a vendor show. We're doing yoga on Mays Island, which is like the little green patch in between the courthouse and Veterans Memorial Building, like on the river. And then there's like celebration of freedom, and then there's like concerts, and then fireworks at the end of the night.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's
And
one.
how? Yeah, like what's the number? Like how many are you on?
I am technically on three boards, and then I'm in Junior League, which is a women's like networking organization that does a lot of philanthropy. So our current mission right now is helping aging out foster youth, and that's been our mission for a while. So every Giving Tuesday, we do a fundraiser called Stuff the Truck, where people donate. We want people to donate new stuff. Some people don't, but new stuff so we can create our apartment in a suitcase, because the kids that are aging out of foster care don't have anything. And like people like us, our parents gave us like utensils, towels,
Yeah.
or something like that. Like those kids don't have it. So that's kind of that's our biggest fundraiser. Um, and that's our like our mission right now. But Junior League, I don't know if you remember the Science Station. They started that in Cedar Rapids. That was Junior League. And then there's like this place called Old McDonald Farm, which has like farm animals in Beaver Park. They started that. They started a lot of things in Cedar Rapids. So it's a really cool organization, and we've been around for over 90 years.
Oh, damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
S- So is being on the board more like decision making and planning type stuff?
It depends on the organization and on the board.
Oh, okay.
With because usually most boards have like an executive team, and they are kind of like the major decision makers. But sometimes I've been on a couple boards where like we have to have a majority to vote for something. It's not just like decided, it has to be voted on. And then sometimes I'm on an advisory board for Waypoint Services, and we're not the main board, but we do help out with fundraising and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Have you ever been pissed over a decision?
No, not yet, not yet.
No.
I guess like as a major decision, no. Like with certain events, I have had like opinions, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah, fair.
But I am on Boys and Girls Club of the Corridor. I'm on that board, and like I think almost the entire Iowa City board of that is like from our high school. So it's like really interesting to
Real.
like our high school for the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, not nice. Well, shouts out.
So yeah.
And what's the last one?
So it's just the Waypoint Advisory Board, the Boys and Girls Club, and the Freedom Festival are
Oh,
my.
okay.
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yep.
And
Like other like random committees, but that's about it.
yeah, so what's the passion behind that? Like is it to help people, or do you like being in like the group organization thing, or what would you say?
For the most part, it's to like help people. The Freedom Festival board I was on because at the time I was the event coordinator for the chamber in Cedar Rapids, and so that was just a natural like fit. Since Freedom Festival is mostly events, but the others it was like helping, just wanting to like help and build the community, especially like with Junior League. Like I used to be a high school teacher, and so aging out foster care kids are so overlooked, and so that was really important for me to help with that organization. And then Waypoint, they do a bunch of stuff. They have like domestic violence help, they have survivors of like violent crimes or families who have gone through violent
Mhm.
crimes. They help with that, with like court, they help with like the therapy, all of it. They do a lot of stuff. And then Boys and Girls Club obviously is like helping kids just have a safe place to hang out and be kids is huge.
Yeah, yeah. It always seems like those boys and girls clubs, and just having some place to go is always just so key.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah, that's one thing that just drives me nuts. I just wish that could happen just everywhere here.
Yeah.
Just yeah, just more about volunteering and whatnot, but
Yeah. I
it's just
really,
more money for this sort of things.
yeah, I really like volunteering. And I mean, it's good for me, but it's also good for whatever the collective.
Hmm. And then, are you doing? How do you make money?
I am currently unemployed.
Oh, nice, dude. There's so many jobs, and you're so like so I'm gonna cut you off. Like there's so many jobs, and you have like a good work ethic. One because you like to volunteer,
Yeah.
and I feel like working hard is kind of a bad thing now. But if so, I feel like you're gonna yeah whatever you want, you're gonna get something sick and crush it.
Yeah. I'm being picky. I want to be someone
Mm, smart.
that I believe in, but I'm like right now I'm helping out my sister-in-law. She just had twin boys, but she also has a 4 and a 5-year-old. So I've been, yeah. Can you imagine? You have one kid. I've been helping her in the middle of the weekday with those guys.
Nice, that's awesome. Is there a field you're trying to do?
So like nonprofit or like community engagement. So more of that kind of like volunteering,
Mm,
helping some way somehow is where I'm looking at right now.
yeah, nice. And more with well, I guess it's all with people at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
yeah, nice. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's I feel like with that you'll definitely be able to pick the one you want.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So with dealing with all this like this volunteering, a lot of it feels like it would be like a heavy, like the foster stuff and like the method stuff. So how do you deal with that?
I guess I just try to look at things like in a positive, like being there is just like helping and kind of just like I have the means, whether that's time or money or both, to do that. So I just kind of like try and focus on that and just like being able to help. Sometimes things can be triggering, and that's just what like therapy and like having hobbies or like just being able to decompress can help with.
Hmm.
Most of the time, it's really not like that. It's when you're volunteering, a lot of the times people are putting like their best foot forward or just like are
Hmm.
just so grateful that you're there. So it's really just like looking at the positive. Like I've dropped off meals. Like I didn't cook them. I didn't do anything. I just literally brought them from one place to the courthouse when there have been like people who have survived violent crimes are in court, and I've had people that are like, "Oh my god, thank you so much!" Like you, and I'm like, I literally have just dropped this off, but okay, great. What like
Hmm.
that? It's more for them than it really is for like me, so I don't really
Oh
focus
yeah.
as much.
Okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense. But I'm guessing there's some days where you come home and just like type.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the like things that I do and have volunteered for, I don't like. It's not as hands on. Like if I were to go
Okay.
to like an orphanage or something, like yeah, for sure. But when I see like those foster youth or those families or something, it's they're usually so appreciative, and it's kind of usually on the back end of like something bad that has happened.
Yeah.
Like there when it's like too bad. Like I hear
Mhm.
stories and that's really like heart wrenching, but like I don't see it, so it's not as bad. But people who do
Oh,
the like frontline work, the people who are working with the kids at Boys and Girls Club every day or at Waypoint, like listening to these stories or like that, I like my heart goes out to those guys that do it every day. That's crazy, but it's necessary and needed for sure.
yeah, like that just has to be just like those boys and girls club, like some orphanage stuff, just has to be so tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I always just think about those people because one, there's people like that do that stuff, so I can just know it's there, but just like live in my own world
Yeah.
type thing, which isn't like ideal, but it just is what it is. Yeah, just like there's people that just volunteer their time to help people in the worst situations. That's just like what they do.
Yep. Yep. It's a lot, but yeah, hats off to them. Yeah. So, and like if once in a blue moon when I am volunteering like that, or like I used to be a Title IX, like help with Title IX, so like rape or sexual assault cases at Cornell College when I worked there, like that was a toll for sure, and just
Mhm.
really like kind of just going to therapy, decompressing, allowing yourself to have those emotions is also really key, and not just like bottling it up because it always comes out one way or another. So it's just always
Mhm.
healthy to allow yourself to like feel those emotions, whether it's sadness or just you feel bad. Like it, yeah, it's important for sure.
Yeah. And do you do anything like exercise wise to help with that too?
I usually go on walks or like hikes. So that's like my main exercise for sure, but not like I don't run anymore.
Oh, but hiking and walking is like,
It's probably the one of the best exercises to do when you are like getting older or not as athletic as you used to be, but you're still moving for sure. And I'm thinking to try and do like jump roping because I heard like jumping's really good for you too. So
no, yeah, I'd say even walking is like one of the best things that you can do.
mhm.
And like there's some bodybuilders and some documentaries I watched about bodybuilding, and a lot of them they don't. Yeah, super cool. They don't do a cardio, but they'll just walk.
Yeah,
And there's so many health benefits just to walking too. And I've never hurt my back walking.
no, or your knee. It's not like high impact, it's low impact. So that's especially like if you're on a grass or something, like you're not like just hitting the ground really hard. So yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and hiking's awesome. Well, no, wait, no. Hiking is an awesome activity. I don't love it. One, because of snakes, and two, it's just so far.
Have you been around a lot of snakes when you hike?
Well, and side note, snakes are probably my biggest fear.
Okay.
So
We don't,
and
I
well,
mean, gardener snakes.
yeah, but still, I saw one in my backyard like a week and a half ago and didn't mow for a week. I'm like, it's not happening.
Well, then don't ever move to the Southwest.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many parts. Like even being in Florida, I didn't love that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting off top.
He said snakes when I can't. I don't think of snakes when hiking. I think of ticks, but not snakes.
Oh, that tickles us.
Oh,
But
ticks,
fair,
Lyme disease. Like that is one of my worst fears. I feel like,
right? Right, and that's like a good fear. Like that fear like makes more sense.
yeah, yeah.
So respect. What's your sign? Are you something with a T?
What?
Your sign?
Oh, I'm a Taurus.
Taurus. Okay. So what are those like?
We're bulls, so we're stubborn. Yeah, so we're stubborn. We're hard headed. We get labeled as like lazy, but we're also hardworking, which is like the conundrum. We like expensive shiny things allegedly, but we're also like the mom of the group, so we like are big caregivers.
And yeah. That's one thing that I don't know it, but I like it,
Yeah,
and I appreciate it. I'd say probably like 5 years ago, like when I was more just like dumb, I would be like, oh no. It's just like nonsense.
yep,
But now just being just more just like open to things.
yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool, and I'm not gonna yuck somebody's yum. So it's just like fun to talk about, and Trina's got me more into it too because I'm a Capricorn. So
yeah. Capricorns, they're also hardworking. They're also an Earth sign, like a Taurus. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are Earth signs. So they're more like level headed in a sense, but they're
mm,
more practical in certain.
okay.
Yeah,
And our Capricorns, I'm horny.
they might be. I don't know. I haven't done much.
Okay,
I haven't like looked that much into Capricorn, but
okay.
probably if
All right,
that makes.
All right, that's what Katrina says, so I believe her. So,
Yeah, she probably looks. So yeah, my boyfriend's Leo, so I know a lot more about Leos than I do Capricorns.
oh, yeah, and it's just fun because like you. So is that based off the stars or the moon?
It's based off the stars. So those are all what's it called? The stars. What are those called? I can't think of like the star shapes are, but like that's what.
Constellations?
Yes, they're thank you, constellations. So
Blue,
all of
blue.
the constellations in the sky, and that's when the constellation is like in the sky is during those
Mhm.
times.
Okay, so the Capricorn is up during
Yep,
like December-ish.
during your season. Yep.
Okay, so what's up right now?
We're in Cancer.
Okay, so when you're in your sign group, like do cancers feel good right now or the same or how does that work?
It's like yeah, usually in your season, it's kind of just like more like goodwill is coming to you, I guess.
Mm.
It kind of just depends on the stars and where the planets are because there are planets that are in retrograde. So, like, if the biggest retrograde planet is Mercury, so when Mercury's in retrograde, it's alleged, and sometimes it seems like it, that, like, since it's so close to us, that our electronics kind of go a little haywire, like, things are working as properly. Like, you're not supposed to, like, travel or make big purchases during Mercury in retrograde because things aren't working as they should be. And then like I know Pluto just got out of a retrograde, which had been a while, and that like kind of made certain things different. So it's like, and certain retrogrades like affect certain signs in a different way. So
Yeah.
I'm not like so into it, but I do like pay like I always pay attention when Mercury in retrograde is happening because that's a big one. I have seen some like noticeable like great my working Mercury's in retrograde.
Are you into other like meditate or well, are you into meditation as well? I didn't mean to lump those two into one thing.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm into meditation. I practice Catholicism, and so like praying and stuff, it's
Mm.
more meditation for me. And that's how I meditate. I want to get into meditation just because I'm an anxious person and I need to like learn how to relax and like breathe better. But for me, like praying is more of a meditation right now.
Okay, yeah. So, do you have any like social skills that like you think you're super good at? Like if you feel like you're anxious, are you super patient or good at anything else like random?
Um, I don't know if I'm like good at patience. Maybe like outward facing I am. With other people. I had to be patient when I was a teacher, but
Or is there anything that like you think like what do you like? I'm good at this. Like I think I have good perspective on stuff. So it just
yeah.
keeps me just I'm good to go.
I think I can read people pretty well.
Okay.
So like when I'm out like networking or whatever, I kind of have a good feel for that. And then I think I think I can read people fairly well. So if someone like has their guard up, then I know like to maybe not pester them as much or something like that. But I think that's kind of where that's my strength.
Not nice. I like that one. Yeah. I feel when it comes to reading people, I feel like I'm pretty good, but my problem is like I'll bring in like all right, come on down, but then it's like all right, this person is like something that's like you gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm with like two exception, like come on down,
Yeah.
and oh that's good stuff. What is so well what kind of networking? Because I want to do more networking events.
Yeah. And you're in Iowa City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they down in Iowa City have this thing called First Round, which is like a networking thing for like young professionals. And they usually meet, I think it's some Wednesday. I can send you the email, but they meet at a business and they usually pay for the first round somewhere. Like I've been to one when I was in Iowa City and it was at Gabe's. And then like, I think it was like people from the shop downtown Iowa City, like talked about their business. And so that's
Okay, word.
so you network with people that go there and then you learn about another business while you're at a business. Or it could be the same thing, like you're at a business and then you learn about that business. So I know Iowa City does that. And their chamber, Greater Iowa City, they I think host a lot of events too that are would be like kind of networking. I know they have like lunches in Corville and stuff like that. I go to the ones that are up here that are like our chambers. So like they do these
Okay.
called biz mixes every third Thursday of the month. And that's usually like a big party basically that you can network around. This month I won't be able to go, but it's a Marion one. And it's like Carlos O'Kelly's caters, and you get like a drink ticket, and you can, yeah, they have like margaritas and stuff at that one. But they do that every third Thursday of the month. So it's usually
Okay.
a business, and it's just you learn about a business and you get to network around with people.
Yeah, yeah, like that's the next step. It's like I need to do more like networking and stuff too. So that'd be awesome. I'll hit you up and we can merge. Also for hummingbirds, could we collab and make a video for a business? Cause that'd be fun.
So you would have to reach out to Hummingbirds and like figure that out, like how
Mm,
it or do that. Um, but they're pretty responsive and pretty open to things. But I don't know. You'd have to ask them and see how they would want to do that.
no, fair. Or I'm thinking if we ever want to do, I could film something with you and then just film it for hummingbirds, and then it could just be that type thing. But I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, that'd be fun. Just because I also want to do more like in person of videos too.
yeah,
That's one thing that's hard because this is easier because I can just be at home. But I want to get out and make more like videos and get out more.
yeah. No, for sure. I get that.
Yeah, I think before the students get here, I'm gonna get a megaphone and go downtown and like this year really start getting after it.
Yeah. Yeah, once the students get here, that makes everything hard.
Right? Yeah. I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna start doing more just like billboards and signs and shit, some wild stuff. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, and I know that they started doing this like Iowa Podcast Awards. So I
Yeah.
don't,
I follow them. The social media sucks. I can help. Yeah, they don't do anything, but that's another whole thing.
yeah, they
Yeah.
promote when it's around the awards. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause haven't posted this year, but it seems like it might be something like you could get it enough people to vote where you might be able to make some moves
Yeah.
like quickly. So that would be amazing.
Yeah.
What are you up to the rest of your night?
I gotta just pack and get ready because I go to nanny tomorrow, and then yeah, probably just clean the house up a little bit and then enjoy the storm.
Yeah, it's coming. It'll
Yeah.
be nice. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And me, about to watch some Love Island with
Oh,
Kat here. She says hi.
oh, hi, Katrina.
And then I think I'm gonna start doing like post episode like reactions like with a sports game type thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think that might be fun. I might start that tonight too. And besides that, just doing some social media marketing plans I want to hand out. Then I'll get this edited and some other stuff, and just be chilling.
Yeah, it's a busy night.
Yeah. Mondays are always hectic in a good way.
Good.
And where for hummingbirds, where can people find you?
For humming, or like for me or for
Yeah,
hummingbird?
for you.
For me, Instagram, I'm just Coco Rosa 1515. And then TikTok, I think it's Cody Sierra. I can't remember my handle.
Oh, I got you. I'll put them right there, right there. Looks sick.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks for having me and reaching out. I feel so special. You had me see on here, and I'm like, oh wow, now I'm down.
Yes, at any time. You can open invite.